will start with a simple question. Okay, I will start with a simple question. So how many people here are manager or director or CEO, CFO? Okay, good. And how many people over here are leaders? Nice, I see some common hands, but that's good. But I feel everybody is a leader. So whether you're a leadership pro or dipping your toe in a leadership pool, there is something valuable here. Hi, my name is Sanjita, and as a mid-level leader, I make sure I'm like a friendly bridge builder between the big bosses who cook up plans and the rockstar folks who make things happen. But let me tell you a fact. What I feel is middle management is one of the toughest jobs. Why? There are two reasons. When you're a junior, you are taught, I don't know, is it the timer or? Okay. When you are a junior, you learn to do the job. You go to college or you get a certification and you become pro in it. And as you go ahead, you get promoted to a managerial job. But nobody teaches you how to be a good listener or how to, the communication skill or how to be an effective confrontation or give the feedback and all those things. When you're at the senior management, you think about the organization, so you have to be strategic about it. When you're a junior, you think about developing the product and delivering the product, so you have to be a tactical. But when you're in a middle management, you have to be strategic, but not that strategic. You have to be a tactical, but not tactical. So you have to find there's a weird mix in between, which you have to balance out. And the big problem is you have to communicate from the up there to the down below, and down below to up there. And you have to make sure that nothing is lost in communication. So here I'm going to give you some few pointers just to trigger that part of your brain where you start thinking in that direction. I believe that the influencing change is one of the biggest tool or powerful tool that you can have. You don't have the authority to take the big decision, but you have the authority to bring out the influence in your team as well as people around you, as well as to the senior management. Let me give you an example. Jeannie Rometty, who is the ex-CEO of IBM, when she was a mid-level leader, she was working on the global, I think some setting is there. So she was working as the IBM Global Service Division. Now, at that moment, she didn't have the authority to bring out the big change, like to push the innovation and collaboration. But what she did was she influenced the team around her. I'm sorry, can I just? Is this something? Some timer or something is there. Let me, I think. Okay. So when she was the Global Service Division, she was in a role, but she wasn't able to take the big decision. But she influenced the people around her so that they can be influenced by the innovation, customer relationship, as well as with the continuous learning. And thus, she carved the path that then she became the CEO of the IBM, because not only she took the decision, but she also influenced the people around her. The next big thing is the building the trust and credibility. When you play a game, I'm a big cricket, like I love to play cricket. I'm also the captain of I was the captain of the cricket team, but this year, because of my daughter, I didn't do it. But when you are playing a game, you have to, we all look up to the captain. Why? Because we have to make sure that the captain is someone you look up to, because you know that you can trust that person. You know that the person has the best interest of each individual team player as well of the team as a whole. The same way, when you are a mid-level leader, you have to make sure that you have the best interest of the organization as well as the team members. Suppose you're an IT manager and the team trusts to talk with you that how they have been overworked, and they trust that you will take that thing to the senior management and talk about it. The same way, the senior management trusts that you will never under-deliver or over-promise. So you have to build up a a balance between both of them so that you are true to, so that you truly communicate what you have to do with with both the group. I think I'm kind of lost. So you can communicate with both the groups. Um, Communication. So just like a conductor, when you go to the opera, you listen to the music, and when you listen to them, you become very excited because each and every note has the right tempo, have the right rhythm, and the right notes are coming out of it. The conductor makes sure that he communicates to each and every musician that what notes they have to play, and also tell them at the right direction, at the right moment, which note should be played. The same way as the mid-level leader, the vision and the goal that you have is your music. You have to make sure that you are communicating that to your team. Suppose you have to launch a product. Now, you have the marketing department, you have the sales department, you have the developers, and you have many other people. So you have to make sure that you communicate each and every the task that is there to the team so that they can effectively complete their task. Not only that, when the team knows what they have to do and they have a clear specification about it, they feel motivated and they feel that, okay, this is the thing that I have to get it done by this timeline. So they don't get anxiety, or they don't have to worry about the product. So you have to make sure that you deliver all those things. And not only that, when you are a conductor, you have to also make sure that you listen to the music. You have to make sure that find out where exactly the music is going wrong. The same way, as the mid-level leader, you have to make sure that you are listening to what your team is telling you, what insight they have. Maybe they have a feedback, or maybe they know the task that they are performing, something can go wrong in that. And when they see that their thoughts and their feedbacks are being heard, they also get motivated, and they also take the authority of their work, and they show a little bit of leadership as well. So you have to make sure that you have to find a balance between communicating as well as listening, and not only that, as well as communicating the part that you are receiving to the higher authority so that they also have the clear picture as what's going on. I think like 3 years back, I started this developer profession certification, which is provided by the IBM. And before that, I used to just work. I used to come to office, do my work, and that's it, and go back home. It's like a horse, right, when you just do your thing. But 3 years back, because of that certification, I came to know the power of mentoring and coaching. So mentoring and coaching is just like watering a plant. Like when you have a plant, it needs the right amount of water, the nutrients, and the sunlight, and you take care of each and every aspect of it. The same way, as a mentor and a coach, you have to see what is the need of your team, whether they want to develop their personal skill, or they want to develop, yesterday we were talking about the communication skill, what exactly they need. So you have to provide the right environment for your team so that they can grow. And just like, and when you will see that, because I got a big change when I started talking with the mentors and listening about how they develop their skills and how they carve their own path. It brought a big change in me. I learned so much. So I always believe the power of having a right mentor, and not only one mentor. I feel that you should have 2-3 mentors, because each and every one has a different aspect, and they can really tell you and guide you that which direction you want to go, and figure it out that, okay, maybe 10 years down the line, I want to be at this position. So how can I go to that position? And when you become a mentor or coach, and when you see your team getting those skills and getting excited about it and achieving what they really want to achieve, it really gives you a satisfaction as well. So just like you came from the junior to the mid-level position, nobody taught you how to be a good communicator and all those things. But you should take it on your side to make sure that you build potential leaders. You have to provide the right environment to your team so that they can learn how to become and take the leadership role. Just like I saw, like how many leaders are there? I just saw few hands. But I feel each and everyone should be a leader. Each and everyone should try to lead as well as guide others so that they can be also led in that way. Finding the potential leaders, it's very tough. Like if you have a team of 10, maybe you will find one or two who are like a hidden gem. But just like a diamond, when you carve it and then you polish it and then you put it in a ring, like a beautiful ring, you feel happy, like, okay, my task is done and it looks beautiful in my hand. The same way, when you see your team members, you provide them the hurdles which they overcome. When they are stuck somewhere, you give them the confidence that they can tackle the situation. You provide them all the skills, you provide them all the right environment. And even if they fall down or even if they are something they missed during the client call or those things, you tell them that it's okay, you will fall, but the main thing is you have to keep on moving. You have to keep on removing those hurdles one by one. And once you do that, and once you see that they got that confidence in them to lead something, it will really give you a big pleasure. We all had our teachers, right? We go to school, we see our teachers, and if you see from last 10, 15 years, things have changed tremendously. Now you have the AI, so teachers have to learn the AI thing. They have to figure out that whether the student wrote this application or a student wrote this essay or it was written by the AI. So if you see the teachers, they have to keep learning. They have to keep evolving. They have to learn about the educational techniques. They have to learn about the methodologies. They have to learn about the latest school regulations and all those things. But if you see this, the student, when they see the teacher have all those understanding of the latest technique, it will motivate the student to learn. It will motivate the student to also learn the new techniques which are being shown, or also learn about the new things that are coming up in the market, right? The same way, you have to know how the industry landscape is changing tremendously. You have to understand what are the new things which are coming up. You have to understand how not only you have to learn the skill part, but you have to also keep yourself updated with the managerial skill. You have to also understand how, what are the new things that can help you understand and have an empathy towards your team members as well as towards the senior management. This is one of the, I feel, the toughest thing to keep up. My director, I will say as an example, my director, he's amazing. He knows each and everything, what's going on. Not only the single minute detail in the product, but also he keeps track of how the things are changing around. Yesterday we were talking about the observability. I work for the watsonx assistant product. And the need of the client, we have to keep changing. Like some need observability, some need metrics, some need the balancing, the scaling, and the performance. But he keeps track of each and everything and what are the latest technologies which are coming up, which we can use. So he keeps himself updated. And it really motivates us to, you know, when we see him that though he's so busy, he has all the knowledge, it really motivates me and as well as the team members to keep ourselves motivated as well. So it's a very nice experience to be with somebody who is motivated. Not only that, because he knows so much, we feel kind of safe because we know that he will lead us towards the path where our product will have everything which is the need of the client. So it's very less chances for our product to fail. Just like if you're not keeping up with the technology, definitely the product will lag behind. But because of him, we feel very safe. So that's one of the big things I feel, that you have to embrace continuous learning. You have to embrace and adapt to the changing environment. I play cricket. I was the captain of the cricket team, as I told you, and I feel my coach was the big incentive for me. Now, the coach knows that what motivates the team, whether some of the team members maybe are doing are just motivated by their personal skill, they just want to enhance their personal skill, but some of the team members are driven by the teamwork. As a coach, the coach, he has to remember what and how he can make sure that the team wins. Not only that, he has to also make sure that the team owners, they are also happy, right? They want their money back. So he has to understand both the aspects of the thing. In a similar way, you have to understand what motivates your each team member individually, as well as how the decision makers, whether they are driven by the profitability or by the innovation, or they are driven by the broader objective. So you have to keep track of both the things that they want, right? You have to keep track of the team members as well as the senior management and see and make sure that their path are going towards the same goal. Okay, once they know that what team wants as well as what the senior management want, they are aligned, it will lead to a winning goal. This way, not only the team members will develop their skill, but it will also make sure that the organization is sustaining and moving towards the growth side. Organization politics, I think we all have dealt with it, right? The things that goes on each and everyday life. Oh my God, it's, I was in a research team before, I came to the product team, and oh my God, it's like a tug of war each and every day. Somebody wants this, somebody wants that, how do you balance it out, and how do you make sure that your voice is heard? It's a difficult task. And I was just reading about it, and then I found out something about the Satya Nadella when he was facing those issues. So dealing with the politics is a big thing, but you have to understand how you can balance this out. So suppose you're an IT manager and you have to launch a product. When you have to launch a product, the marketing team will say, oh, let's launch this product now because we have to capture the industry. But the team will be like, no, we want to make sure that our product is efficient, our product is good enough, and it doesn't have enough buzz and all those things. So it all comes to the middle management to make sure that the top and the bottom, they are working cohesively, and not only the product is delivered at the right time for the industry, but also that the product is good enough so that it doesn't lead to the bad mouth of the product. You have to find a balance in that you can either deliver the product in phases, or you can talk with the marketing team and tell them, okay, if you want the product to be good and deliver the thing, we can do like in a Jira, we have all those stories and all those things, so you can do it in that way. So that's how you do it. You either make sure that the marketing is happy or the team is happy. But what I feel, if even the team does not get what they want, or even if the senior management does not get what they want, at least they will see that you are transparent. You have the best interest of the organization. And even if you don't deliver something, what they want, they will trust you because they will know that whatever you're doing, it will be good considering the future. So you don't have to worry about it, even if you have to take some strong decision. But you have to make sure that you communicate that to the team member as well as everyone else and show the integrity in it. Resistance to the, so as I was talking about the organization politics, I wanted to tell you about the Satya Nadella, how he faced it. So when he was working on the cloud first analogy, there was a difference across the team. Some people didn't wanted to do it because they wanted to make sure that the Microsoft legacy product are taken care of. While we are doing all this cloud first thing, they were thinking that all the good product that Microsoft have, they will be left behind and we will only talk about the cloud. And also doing that, maybe we will not become good in cloud and maybe we will lose that as well. But what he did was he advocated for a balanced approach. that respected both the innovation as well as the customer need. He made sure that he is communicating with both the side and putting them in ease by showing them how things can be done so that both the side can be at an advantage. So you have to take the time to see why there is a resistance and how you can make it better, what things you can provide so that they understand why this is the need of an hour. Resistance to change. Oh my God, that's a big thing, right? We all are resistant to the new AI thing that is coming up. Oh my God, nobody wanted to use it first. There was a big shift in the IBM when we had this resistance for the big thing for the cloud and the AI. As you know, IBM got divided into two companies. There's a smaller company, but we now are only going for the hybrid clouds and the AI thing. And many people didn't want it to do it because it's more of a hardware product that we have in the IBM. But Arvind Krishna, who is the CEO of the IBM right now, he initiated a major shift toward the hybrid cloud and AI. He provided the communication. He provided the sessions, actually. We used to have the office hours every week. He explained each and everything. He made everything very clear that why we are moving towards the hybrid cloud, why we are moving towards the AI, why this is the need of an hour. So he took care of each and every aspect of it. And this is what made the people who were resistant about it, this is what put them at ease that, okay, we are going towards it, we have to learn about it, but moving towards it will not leave the other thing, will not leave the other product. But what we have to do, the old product that we have to incorporate AI in that. So they came on board. Instead of alienating them, he made sure that everybody came on board, learned about it, and started incorporating AI in each and every product. This is my favorite. Oh my God, I love this. Celebrating team's achievements. You have to make sure that you celebrate team achievement. In whether you have a small team or big team, you have to do that. Recently, I got a technical achievement award. I was very happy about it. It motivated me more when you are getting appreciated for the work you're doing, when you do overwork, when you're working on the weekend. So you have to make sure that you appreciate your team as and when it's possible. And not only your team, you have to appreciate your seniors as well. They really feel good when you tell them, oh, you are amazing manager, or you're amazing director. I am at this position, but when I got that award, I also messaged my CEO, Arvind Krishna. I don't know if he read it or not, but I also messaged him saying thank you, because he is also a big motivation to me. I talked with my senior VP. I messaged him as well, and he was he responded me that I'm glad that you received an award. But I did tell him that you motivate me as well by how he deals with all these situations. So you have to make sure that you appreciate members as and when possible. If you have a small team, you don't have to do something big. You can do something small. Just give a shout out at the end of like on Friday, the people who really performed or went above and beyond. One of the person, he writes very good wiki and documentation. We just say, oh, you did amazing. You created, it's a big thing. He creates tasks for each and everything. Not everybody does that, right? If you go to the GitHub, only few people will put the issues where they have done the task, but he does each and everything. So just give a shout out to those people and just appreciate them. One big example is when Airbnb got launched, oh my God, they had a big party in the yard, and they involved each and every team member. So this really motivated the juniors to see that how they have been part of their unity and shared success, and they got motivated and they got attached to the product, and they said, okay, let's take it to the next step. So you have to make sure that you appreciate and do each and everything, even if he's your colleague, just appreciate when you see something good. So what's the trick? The trick is You have to wear multiple hats as a middle management. You have to be a talent scout, you have to be a teacher, gardener, coach, conductor, everything possible. And as we were discussing, it's very difficult to do it. But you have to have a patience. Yesterday we were playing a game with Paul, and he was very patiently listening to us. He very nicely explained each and all the rules to us. In between, there were some rules that were changed, but we were like, no, we don't want to change it. We want to keep the 2 points. He said, no, this is the reason why we are changing it. So he listened to us. He communicated with us. He cleared things up. He provided a session so that we can learn about it in a small way. But the same thing, you have to do it when you're in a mid-level leadership position. You have to make sure that you balance your team as well as the top leadership. So it's like a seesaw where you are the one in the between, providing the balance between both of them. And this will really help your organization to sustain, as well as make the team members happy. Just a quick example of the Google. Google has this project Oxygen, where the managers are taught not to micromanage, but give the space, like definitely be there when they face the hurdle, the team members, but give them space so that they can grow. So the same thing, you have to do it. And you have to give them the space, but still be there for them when they need you. So remember, the mid-level leaders are the steady compass guiding both the aspirations from above and the efforts from below. Be a leader, be the light so that everybody can follow. Be the light so that you can follow from inside. Thank you. Any questions or?
Yeah, we got time for one or two if someone wants to ask a question.
Remember, ask a question, get a hoodie. That's how this works.
Yes.
You speak about managing downward and managing upward as a middle tier leader. When you work in an organization where upward management is not dialed into the work that's going on in the lower region, from a technical perspective, any advice or thoughts about how you can uplift upward management to get inclusive?
Okay, so I really understand what you're saying, because there was another team where I was lucky enough to have a team where they all are in aligned with the technical aspect of it, but there was other team where they were not aligned. They didn't know what's going on below, and just like that, there was one person in a chain who wasn't up to the mark with the technical requirement, and because of that, the whole project collapsed, because the team below, they said, oh, we need this much time to deliver it, but the above team was saying, no, you only have this much time, and tush, it was gone, and slowly, the product died. So that's why what I feel you can do, what I have seen in my team, when you know the technical aspect of it, when you talk to the senior management in the terms of the technical things, it makes it really easy for them to understand that, okay, this person who is below me understands each and everything, but I don't understand it. Also, I feel that my director, he questions the above management. When he talks about any technical thing, he always asks, oh, did you understand? Do you know what I'm talking about? Can you explain it to me, what I told you? So he keeps on testing the other person as well, the senior management, to make sure that they are on the same page. The same way we also do it. Like when I talk to my director, I always ask, oh, this is what the team needs. Do you really understand what they need? Are you on the same page or not? So question your upper management. Ask them the question. Put them on the spot. Because if they fail, eventually you will fail for sure. That's it. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. It's been a very nice conference.